Good morning, Smokey Joe again, and what this video is about is showing you, just because a loco's cheap, I don't know, 4.0, you can't have some fun with it and use a bit of imagination. And one of the Smokey Joes is going on the Christmas railway, which is the one on the right, and the one on the left I'm keeping on the main railway. It runs so nice that I've decided to keep it, and I've modified it a little bit. Anyway, what we'll do now is we'll move on to the Christmas locomotive. Now bear in mind, all this will do is run around the Christmas tree at Christmas. Now what I've done is I've painted the crew red. Yes, I've used all the other colours that were in a previous video showing you how to paint crew, but I've used red, and the red I've used is another Revel colour, and that's 362, luminous red. It's coming up in the corner now, and I've used Woodland Scenic Snow. And all I've done is just painted the top of the locomotive, a little bit on the sides, and just gently spooned the snow onto the locomotive. And that is absolutely fine for the Christmas railway. We're good to go. And you can see it's made it a little bit more interesting, and you know, for a Christmas railway I think that's pretty cool. Santa Clauses are expensive. We have bought a couple and they're on other locos. You can't really see a white beard or anything, however you can see the red in the cab, so it gives the effect of a Christmas railway. Now the Smokey Joe I'm using on the model railway, you can see here that I've filled in the detail in the cab. And what I've used is a cocktail stick, like a 17th century quill pen, and just took my time and painted the throttle cables, the gauges, everything else. Now some of you might say, well, they're not the right colour and da-da-da. That's fine, but it's just using my imagination and giving it a little bit of flair. It just shows you haven't got to buy a locomotive with detail, because let's be realistic here, by the time you put the two men in, how much can you see? Anyway, I'm going to put the two men in now, and you'll see. Now the colours I've used copper, aluminium and gold, and that will come up now on the screen, so you will see what I used. All Revel colours, all acrylic, so it's easy if you botch up. Cotton bud with isopropyl alcohol if I made a botch, which I didn't, to wipe it up, and in my view I think it looks pretty effective. Well, here I've put the crew in, and you can see I think it's quite effective, and it's not an expensive way to turn a cheap locomotive into something more realistic. And if you really want to go a step further, you could weather it too. So just because the loco's cheap doesn't mean there are not loads of options and loads of things you can do. Thank you for watching.